All right, guys, welcome to today's session. In today's session, we want to solve questions based on the quadratic equations, okay? So we want to use factorization method to solve the question given. The first step to do is to rewrite this equation for everything to be equal to 0. So if we want to rewrite the equation, then it becomes 7x squared plus 16x plus 15 minus 2x squared plus 3 equals 0. So x squared, 7x squared minus 2x squared gives us 5x squared and plus 16x, and then 15 minus 3 gives us plus 12. 15 minus 3 gives us plus 12. All right, all equals to 0. So now this becomes our star equation that we will factorize to get a solution. And when you have an equation like this, we know from factorization method that you do your A times your C, where your A is your 5, your C is your 12, right? So your A is your 5, your C is your 12. So it becomes 5 times 12, which is equal to 60. So what does it mean? What it means is that you have to factorize in such a way, depending on the method you want to use. But you can find two numbers that when you multiply, it gives you 60. When you add, it gives you 16. So that is 10 and 6. So I can rewrite this equation as 5x squared plus 10x plus 6x plus 12 is equal to 0. Now, applying my GCF or factoring, just factor, I take them as binomials, 2 and 2. What's common here is 5x. So I bring my 5x outside. I'm left with x plus 2. Plus what's common here, 6. 6 plus 2 equals to 0. So we'll end up with 5x plus 6 and x plus 2 all equals to 0. Remember, we want to find the solution, okay? We want to find the solution. So we want the exact values of x. When we have something like this, it means either this is 0 or this is 0. So I can write 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. And when I solve, give me 5x equals negative 6. So x equals negative 6 over 5. And we can also have x plus 2 equals to 0. So x is equal to negative 2. So the solutions for the given quadratic equation is x is equal to negative 6 over 5 and x is equal to negative 2. So this is how to solve a quadratic equation by factorization method. Now, find the number of real number solutions. To determine the number of real number solutions for a quadratic equation, you have to use b squared minus 4ac. Okay? I mean, you know this. B squared minus 4ac. If it's greater than 0, then we have two real number solutions, right? If it's equal to 0, then we have one real number solution. And then if it is less than 0, then we have no real number solution. No real number solution. So these are the three main points. From this question, we can see that our A is equal to 2, our B is equal to 5, and our C is equal to C is equal to 3. Okay, let's do the right thing. And our C is equal to 3. So if I'm using b squared minus 4ac, then it means I will end up with b squared, which is 5. 5 squared minus 4. A is 2, my C is 3. So this gives me 25 minus this times this 6. 6 times 4. So that gives me 6 times 4. That is 24, right? 24. Uh-oh, am I writing 25? 24. So 25 minus 24 is equal to 1, which is greater than 0. So it means the given quadratic equation has two real number solutions because b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0. All right. Now, what are the solutions of 4t plus 1 times t minus 2, two binomials? Now, this is straightforward. If I have a times b is equal to 0, what it means is that it's either my a that is equal to 0 or my b that is equal to 0, right? So to find the solution, we can say that 4t plus 1 is equal to 0. Then 4t is equal to negative 1. T is equal to negative 1 over 4. And we can say t minus 2 is equal to 0. So t is equal to 2. So the solution is t is equal to negative 1 over 4 and t is equal to 2. T is equal to negative 1 over 4 and t is equal to 2. Okay. All right. I think these are our questions for this lesson. I'll see you around.